Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayo. Thank you for stopping by again. And if this is your first time on this channel, you're definitely welcome. Do well to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that I get to see more of my content. And in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make a cargo pocket. And this is really a simple tutorial. And without further ado, let's dive into it. And right here guys, these are the pieces that we are going to use to make our cargo pocket. Here we have the main pocket, all right, and right here at the center, this is the border of the pocket, and right here this is the pocket cover. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and measure it out to tell you the dimension for each of the pieces. All right, so I'll start with this main pocket. All right, and for the main pocket, the length that I have here is 10 inches. All right, for the length of the pocket, and for the width of the pocket I have 12 inches. All right, for the width of the pocket. And next, this is the border of the pocket, right? So I'll measure it, and right here I have 28 inches for the wideness of the border piece. All right, and for the length of it I have 3 inches. And for the pocket cover, which is the smallest piece here, the length that I used was 4 inches, all right, for the pocket cover, and the wideness of 8 inches. I measured 9 inches here. It was a mistake, okay? So the pocket cover is 4 inches by 8 inches. So guys, after you've mastered how to make a cargo pocket, you can now go ahead and, modify the dimension of each of these pieces in order to fit in the size of a cargo pocket that you want to make. But first of all, you need to learn how to make it, okay? All right, so for this pocket cover, I cut 2 pieces of it. And the first one that we are going to work on is the main pocket. So I'll just place these 2 aside. And the first thing to do is to go ahead and fold the piece into 2. So you can go ahead and iron it, or you notch it, all right? So I'll just go ahead and notch both ends of the center. And then I'll just open it up, and right on that center where I notched, I'm going to measure 2 inches on each side, okay? So place your tape rule on the center and measure 2 inches on this side, and also 2 inches on the other side. And having done that, I'll go ahead and repeat the same process on this other side. And right here guys, I will just go ahead and notch the 2 inches point that I just marked. And the next thing to do is to come to the notch that we made here, all right on the point of the 2 inches where we made the notch. We are going to pleat it to the center like so. And here I'm just holding it down with a pin, all right? Make sure that the pleat is touching the center notch, okay? And the next thing to do is to repeat the same process to the other notch part that we made here. I'm going to pleat it to meet up with the other pleat right here, all right, in order to create a kissing pleat. All right, so I'll just go ahead and hold it down with a pin also. All right, and after creating the pleat, you will have this opening on the right side here like so, and when you flip it to the wrong side, this is what the wrong side should look like. This design of inverted pleat at the back can also be for the front if you want, but we'll stick with the kissing pleating at the front. And right about now guys, the next thing to do is to pick up the longer stripe, which is the border piece, and we are going to go ahead and place it right side facing right side on the pocket, all right? And we are going to be stitching it with 1/2 inch all around the pocket. So here guys, I'm just going to go ahead and pin the border to the pocket piece, all right? And when I get to this sharp corner here, I'm going to go ahead and notch it a little bit in order to make it easier for me to maneuver my way while I am sewing, okay? So just notch it a little bit. It's going to make it easier to sew that corner. And I'm going to go ahead and notch this other corner here. All right, when I get to this part here, I'm going to notch it a little bit, all right, just like I did to the other corner there. All right, you can either notch or pleat it a little bit in order to maneuver your way around. So I'll just take this to the sewing machine now and show you what it looks like after sewing. So right here guys, I've gone ahead to stitch the border to the pocket, and this is what it looks like. And the next thing I'll do is just to go ahead and cut away the excess that I have left. And right now I'll just go ahead and turn it to the right side. And the next thing to do guys is to come to this upper part and we are going to fold it, all right? But before we do that, that part where we have the key split, you can just go ahead and stitch it, all right, to secure the pleat, okay? Then after doing that, we are going to go ahead and fold by 1/2 inch first of all, and then we'll go ahead and fold by 1 inch. Then we are going to go ahead and stitch it. And that's exactly what I've done here, as you can see right here. All right, so the next thing to do guys is to go ahead and top stitch on the side. And to do this, I'll just go ahead and fold in the borders like this, all right? And I'll flip it to the right side. Then I'll be top stitching on the right side from one end, all right, to the other. And after top stitching on the pocket, the next thing to do is to go ahead and fold the edges by 1/2 inch, and we are going to give it a good press. All right, so fold by 1/2 inch all around the borders, all right, all around the border of the pocket. Then we are going to give it a good press. And right here guys, that's exactly what I have done. I've gone ahead to fold the edges of the border, as you can see right here. And the next thing to do is to go ahead and work on the pocket cover. All right, so I'm going to place it right side facing right side, and I'm going to stitch it from this end towards the other end like so. And right here guys, this is the pocket cover after stitching it. So I'll just go ahead and turn it inside out. And after turning it inside out, I'm going to give it a good press. And after giving it a good press, we are going to go ahead and top stitch on the pocket, all right, with less than 1/2 inch to give it a structure. And that's exactly what I've done here. I've gone ahead to top stitch on the pocket cover. And right now, we can just go ahead and insert the cargo pocket on our trousers, our shirts, or even blouse, all right? So I'll just be making use of this black material. I'm going to go ahead and insert the cargo pocket on this black material. But first of all, what we need to do is to go ahead and retrace the size of the pocket on wherever we want to put the pocket, okay? So right here, I'll just go ahead and trace the shape of the pocket, all right? I'm tracing the pocket itself. The border is folded inside, okay? So I'm tracing the size of the pocket itself on this black material here. And right now we are just going to bring out the border, and we are going to place it right on the line that we mark, just as I'm doing here. I'm going to pin it all around the lines that we marked. So I'll just continue pinning, and when I get to this angle here, I'll just create a small pleat here to make it easier for me to pin, all right? So I'll just continue pinning all around. Then I'll take it to the sewing machine, and I'm going to stitch it all around. And that's exactly what I've done here, guys. I've gone ahead to stitch it all around, and as you can see, the pocket here is secured, okay? And the next thing to do, guys, is to come to this part here, and we are going to tack this part, okay? We're going to measure 1 inch or 1.5 inches downward. Then we are going to stitch it. And that's exactly what I've done here, guys. I've gone ahead to tack both ends, and this is what it looks like right now. And the next thing to do is to go ahead and insert the pocket cover, okay? And to do this, I'll just mark 1 inch upward from the pocket, okay? And I'm just going to indicate the line here. And on this line, that is where we are going to place our pocket cover like so. And I'm going to stitch it all the way down. And that's exactly what I have done here, guys. And the next thing to do is to bring the pocket down like this. And we are going to top stitch on this part here with about 1/2 inch, all right? And after top stitching on the pocket cover, this is what our pocket looks like. Our pocket is ready, and it is looking neat and nice. Thank you guys for watching till the end. Please give this video a thumbs up if you find it helpful, and I will see you in my next video.